It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 148. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo. I'm joined today by my co-host, Noelle Herzog.
Hi, hello, Tracey Carnazzo.
Hi, Noelle. We're here to talk about The Other Way, season 3, episode 13 of 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way.
Okay. I like the season. I'm ready for it to be done.
I think that every season, like, okay, why can't they do it one person at a time?
You want to watch a full-on series about one couple?
Yes. No. I want to watch one episode about each couple.
And then that's it. It's over.
Like 16 and pregnant, like
Right,
Catfish.
like being Corey, being Cheyenne, like
Exactly.
On Teen Mom. Yeah.
I want to watch Steven and Alina. I want to watch 1.5 hour.
Like the movie of them.
The movie of Steven and Alina. And then we
Okay,
move on.
I like that.
That's what I want. So 90 Day. Chop on
90 Day. You hear us?
Oh, they
Do
hear
that
us,
shit.
Noelle. They hear us a lot.
I'm sure.
And if you guys want to hear more of us, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for so much more of us than you've ever wanted. Probably ever.
Trust me.
Yeah. No. You trust me here. We're going to start off this week with our first couple, Steven and Alina.
They came in right with them. Usually they're like an afterthought.
Yes. But
Yeah.
here we are, front and center, applying for a marriage visa,
Right.
applying for the marriage license or just
Yes.
applying for marriage in general because
They have their paperwork together.
correct,
Yada, yada.
their visa expires in 3 weeks.
Nothing like waiting until the very last minute.
They can't even get married in time, but they're going to pick a date. They'll have to get married, go home, and then come back.
That's so crazy.
So I'm assuming they're going home and then they'll meet in Russia.
I guess. I don't know.
I think so. She doesn't want him to go home though, because he'll talk to other girls.
Oh my God. As soon as she says this, I'm like, girl.
What?
I don't understand. Nobody likes this guy. Alina's the only person on planet Earth that likes this guy.
Okay. Number one, yes.
Uh-huh.
Number two, if you cannot trust your husband to be away
Right.
from you for a minute, what kind of life are you going to lead?
Right. You can't be away from your husband for say
Because he's
2
going to cheat on
weeks.
you.
Because he's going to cheat on you, and you think that that's good.
But you're going to marry him.
She's
though.
that girl that thinks if you put a chokehold on a man, that's
Yeah.
what keeps him faithful.
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, she knows he's a cheater. So maybe don't marry him. Just throwing it
Yeah,
out
I
there.
would think. Yeah, because the thing is, Alina, you're very pretty. You
She's
could do much
ridiculously
better. I
pretty.
know. It's.
I mean,
crazy.
listen, is she having some frizz problems in Turkey? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But
Mhm.
in the confessional,
Oh, she's so pretty.
She's a
really, it's just
10.
her face. She's so pretty.
she's
yes.
a 10. She really
Yes. Yeah.
is. All right. So he asked if his hair is okay. And I think that he was projecting probably.
Because her hair wasn't.
I think he was.
Okay.
That was a dig. They given the documents and
Mhm.
he said that he's getting hot. He wants to take off his sweater in the lawyer's office.
She's
or
like,
the-
keep it on.
He's being like a bad boy.
Okay, but he's always bad. He acts out. Anywhere he goes, he acts out.
Alina, this is going to be the rest of your life.
Right. Why do you want this? You could
I
just have a baby.
I don't even want this for you.
No, I don't want this for her at all. I want better for her.
All right. Well, they're going to get married Wednesday at 5 p.m. and they only have 2 days to plan a wedding. And he's like, well, if the universe is telling us to get married, I guess we have to. He is
Okay.
not happy about this.
But also, why are you even planning a wedding? You're just gonna.
You
Is
knew
this
it-
a wedding to plan?
You knew what you were going to do, right?
Right.
What do you mean planning a wedding? No one's coming. Why can't you just, I don't know. Why didn't you bring a little white dress to wear?
But that's what I mean. Why didn't you bring like an outfit to wear? And
Yeah.
you don't need anything else. Where are you going to get a florist? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
Mhm.
here's your answer. The day before the wedding, she's shopping with her Russian wedding planner.
Right. That she randomly hired.
She wants an arc with flowers in a beautiful location. Alina,
Uh-huh.
you're going to court.
Right. So what are you talking about?
Just go to court.
I'm so confused by this.
She thinks that this is going to be magical and special.
She's wrong.
She's very wrong. But also, if she's only doing this for Instagram pictures, that's the only way that I will understand this.
Agreed. Yes, agreed.
So she tries on this Turkish dress.
Okay, but it was so cute.
It was cute. Listen, did she look like the Pope? Yeah.
It was very Game of Thrones. It was like
I was gonna say it was like a princess. Like
yes.
it was like
Mhm.
Rapunzel.
The headpiece wasn't a good time. I agree with her, but I hope she put some serum in for the big day.
I hope she gets a blowout from her wedding planner.
Yes, me too. Her wedding planner seems so nice though.
Very nice. So she hasn't told her mom yet. So she tells her mom they're getting married and her mom fake smiles and then says it's too fast. Did her mom just find out they were going to get married?
Yes, I think that her mom truly stupidly thought that she wasn't going to go through with it. Her daughter clearly is the type of girl to ignore red flags.
No. What do you mean? Like which red flag? Like when he cheated on her or when he jumped in the pool or when he tried to take his sweater off or when he
spit out the wine?
Which
right. All of them.
I didn't see any of them.
You know, you and I have these conversations all the time. And I always say like, why are people so afraid to like leave? You don't.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Because this is her plan and she doesn't care if it's
she doesn't care who fills it.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So
you're right.
Her mom reminds her. She's like, oh, I hear you. You're getting married. Do you remember when he cheated on you and lied to you the whole time ever, like every day?
And she's like, by the way, he's going to like keep doing that to you.
And she said, and she goes, aren't you worried? And this is her answer. Quote, it does worry me, but what can I do?
You can say no to getting married.
You can leave.
Yeah.
You could not marry him.
Yes.
You could break up with him. You could just pretend to be his girlfriend.
Yeah. All those things.
You could go back home to Russia.
Yes.
You can stay in Turkey and just not get married.
Could have Masha set you up with a different guy.
You could be single for a little while.
Yeah.
You can go on Tinder.
She doesn't want to be single. That's the problem. You're right.
Is it hard to get a guy? Like,
okay,
she's a 20-year-old pretty girl. Like, how hard could this possibly be?
But that's what I mean. I had, and you had, like, no problem dating guys ever. Like in our lives, we've never had problems dating guys. It's very easy to be a guy to date,
especially when you're 20 and really pretty.
But that's what I mean. She's so young
and also not very particular.
Clearly not very particular. So she can meet someone tomorrow.
Literally tomorrow.
Yes.
And then she said that he will change. And those are the most famous last words I've ever heard in my life.
It's a bad phrase. It should be out of our language.
Hey, mom.
Hey, mom.
He'll change.
Okay. Like my mom would be like, you're a jerk. He's not going to change. Like,
right. But she'd be like, well, I don't care. I want to marry him anyway.
Okay. But that's what gets me. I just don't understand why. That's the thing. Just Alina, just tell me why. Just tell me.
If I were the people making the marriage date.
Okay.
And I met Steven, I'd be like, Alina, respectfully, can you make a list of 10 reasons why you want to marry him?
Yes.
And back them up with, I want to see, I want to see sources.
I want to see a pie graph.
I want to see your work.
Right. I want to see everything.
Show your work.
You're getting married February. I would never let her marry him. There's no dates. Sorry.
February 31st.
Yes.
That is the only thing that's available right now.
Sorry.
November 32nd.
Yeah.
That is also available. So you guys pick. It's up to you.
Whichever. I'm open.
Whichever. So she's going to be getting married. She's planning like apparently a big wedding with the two of them.
Right. I wish we knew more.
She got the dress and like we think about these things, right? Like what would you wear to your, like, what are you going to wear to your second wedding? You know, Noelle.
I think about it all the time.
I know what I am going to wear.
What?
Thrive Cosmetics mascara.
Tracey, it has changed my life.
It really did. The Liquid Lash Extensions mascara is their best-selling product. There's a reason.
Also, I started doing what you told me to do. Put on a coat
and then let it dry
and then put on another one.
Noelle.
I've been doing it every single time now.
It's like you have on fake lashes, though.
It really is.
It's amazing. And every one of Thrive Cosmetics products are made with clean, high-performance, skin-loving ingredients. Their clinically proven formulas not only highlight your best features, they actually improve your skin over time. And then we have the Overnight Sensation Brightening Sleep Mask that I'm obsessed with.
I put it on every night.
Every single night. It's potent. It's skin loving. It melts into the skin. It restores moisture, rejuvenates skin. You wake up with a smoother, brighter, and more hydrated complexion. I really, really enjoy it. And our other favorite product, you know what it is.
Tracey, I have so many. Which one?
Oh my God. The citrus lip balm with SPF in
Tracey,
it.
Here's the thing. I was waiting for you to see if you were going to say citrus or mint.
It's clean. It's called
because I can't decide.
It's clean tangerine. Right? Isn't that
yes, it is.
Oh,
yes, it is.
God, I absolutely love it. And you guys will like these products as much as we do. I promise you that. I love everything about Thrive Cosmetics. Their products are the best we've ever used, and their Bigger Than Beauty mission is truly inspiring. You're going to love them as much as we do. Visit thrivecosmetics.com/fiance for 15% off your first order. This is an exclusive offer you can only get here. That's Thrive, CAUSEMETICS.com/fiance for 15% off your first order. Thrivecosmetics.com/fiance. And if you didn't get that, you can find the link in the
show notes.
That's right, Noelle.
I just want to tell you really quick, and this is
really
a very true story. Yesterday, Matt came home and he said, "Your skin looks so good."
Oh my God.
And I'm like, no, I've actually been using Thrive Cosmetics. He's like, your skin looks so good. That was like the first thing he said to me yesterday. I didn't have on any makeup either. That was really nice.
We have perfect skin.
I wish.
We really do, though. You know who else has a really perfect complexion?
Ariela.
She really does. Her and Binyam are celebrating Avi's for his birthday. And this is 2 months after they've been in Kenya. So her mom left 2 weeks
really
ago.
flies.
Time flies when you're in Kenya, I'll tell you. Because her mom left 2 weeks. So her mom was in Kenya with them for 6 weeks.
Honestly, that's a good mom.
I love her mom. I would love to go to Kenya with her mom for 6 weeks.
I would go anywhere with her mother. Do you remember when she first got to Ethiopia, her mother was eating the raw meat with everybody? Like, I love her.
Binyam's sister was feeding her.
I love it. Like, she seems so cool.
She's down for it. So they celebrate with a camel ride.
That looks very fun.
It does look very fun. He said that her mom was very helpful. He loves her mom. And he's also growing his hair out so she won't leave him.
Okay, so I noticed it. I'm like, has this been like this all season, or have I just noticed this?
It's the last
He's got a
2
ponytail.
Months. It's not a ponytail. It's
like
he has like a headband on, and he has like it's happening. It's happening. So neither of them have jobs, obviously.
But I like that she's like, there's no steady work here. When have you ever had steady work in your life?
Oh, not like in Ethiopia,
right?
Also,
or
Ariela,
Jersey or Argentina.
I was just gonna say, Ariela, I don't think you did a lot in Jersey.
No, definitely not.
So she does not want to return to Ethiopia. She's so embarrassed. She won't ever live there again.
She's just so, she's so mean about it, the way she says it. I get it, but why does she say it like that?
Okay, but you also can't, can you imagine if you were like, I can't live in New York anymore because my ex-boyfriend cheated on me?
Right. It's so dumb.
And it's like, so you have to move to a different country every time a relationship doesn't work out?
Right.
Where are you going to live after a while?
And
she's going to be hanging out on the moon.
But okay, so she said that they can't stay in Kenya because they have to keep renewing their visas.
Right. So they have to keep leaving and coming back.
That's how that's what I wanted to ask you. So that's because I know Jenny does that. So this is just reapply. A thing. So you just have to leave and then that's
because
terrible.
You can't just move somewhere.
Why?
The world.
It's so funny because I was thinking about watching this morning. I'm like, why can't you just go where you want to go? Why is this a big ta-da?
All right. So you know how to come to America, right?
Yeah.
This is it's a big thing right now, immigration.
No, I get it. But why is it like this? It's not
because of the economy. It's because of the economy, because of, we would all just go to the best place then.
Well, right. Well, here's the thing. In my mind, I think to myself, I can make the world easier. Stop with the visas. Let everybody go where they want. And then if you run out of money, just call the mint and say, yo, print some more money.
Noelle, why haven't you spoken at a UN conference?
I don't know. I have to tell you, I don't understand why that I'm not more of a politician.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I'm really smart.
We're going to get a review and someone's going to be like, Noelle's stances
political beliefs
on immigration were not funded.
Okay, guys, obviously I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. No, you're not. This is a real policy.
Okay, no, I don't think that we should call the mint when we need money. But
you could call the clean tangerine.
Every time I've watched this, I've always thought like it sounds so complicated.
Yeah,
it's always
so complicated. It's something
complicated.
I guess you never think about, especially when you're younger.
Well, that's what it is. Right.
You're like, when I grow up, I'm going to move to Paris.
When we worked in Applebee's, I had a friend named Irina that worked with us, and she was from Russia, and she was there on her work visa, and she always had issues with her visa. I have to go home, I have to reapply this, that, and I'm like, this sounds so complicated. Like, I can't believe it. And I didn't know that like we would have to do the same thing. Like,
depending on what country it is, sure.
Depending on what country you go to, yes.
That's why they have consulates in different countries.
Yes.
I used to work across the street from the Colombian consulate. It was right next to the Dunkin' Donuts. I used to get my tea in the morning.
You do love a Dunkin' Donuts tea. We got one the other day.
We did. It was so good. I used to get just like a regular hot tea though. But
again, though, the woman said coffee, and you're like, tea.
If you guys don't know the story, go over to BS because you want to know.
You're missing out on a lot.
Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Okay. So he said that he doesn't want to live in America, even though she applied for a K-1 visa. Noelle?
Yeah.
Shouldn't he want to live in America and see his firstborn child?
I feel like he's like not even interested in that kid anymore. And I know that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But he doesn't show, and he never talks about the kid. We don't even know his name.
Noelle.
Yeah.
I would have been like, you want to move to America?
Yeah, I'll come.
Your parents have a ton of money, and they'll probably help me, like my legal issues to get visitation with my child, and then my two boys can grow up together.
It's funny. It's such a cliche on the show that everybody is using everybody for a green card and this and money and this, and he's not taking advantage of everything he can.
I know, but he should. If anyone should, it's him.
I agree.
So they live in this high rise in Kenya. 2 weeks later. All right. So now
time flies in Kenya.
Time is flying in Kenya. I think that now this is just a scientific fact. Yeah. The earth spins quicker in Kenya on its axis.
Just there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah. You guys are welcome. I got my science degree from science.com.
Okay. Better known as OBGYN.com.
It's a subsidiary. So they call their lawyer. And their lawyer is Jessica.
Jessica. We love Jessica.
She's way too high energy.
Okay, but she's a lot.
She's like, your interview is in 19 days. Also, where is she Skyping from? There's a holy water dish on the wall. Noelle, is she Skyping from the Temple of Doom?
Yeah. Yes.
I think that they put these backgrounds on them, like they're fake backgrounds.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I have a fake background. I didn't use it today. It's the aquarium.
Oh,
the Shark Tank.
Noelle. She has a holy water vestibule behind her.
That's so funny. I have to tell you, I didn't even notice. Her voice was so distracting to me.
God. So she said it's like a 15-20 minute interview, but she wants Ariela to go, even though she can't go inside. She wants her to go to Ethiopia to give him a ride.
Right, because he wants to be able to say Ariela is waiting outside for me.
Okay, guess what?
Hire an Ariela.
Just say that anyway.
Put Wish outside.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. So she's like really, really doesn't want to go to Ethiopia because, she's going to, the shame on her name. And they have to go 14 days early to quarantine.
Yeah, that sucks.
And she's super upset. She said this happened at a lightning speed.
Okay, what is with everybody on the show thinking everything is rushed?
You have a whole child that just turned one.
Yes.
You had to incubate it.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's like she actually, I believe, truly loved Ethiopia, like for a while at least.
Right.
But she is so against going back.
Mm-hmm.
Like she even says she applied for his K1 visa, but she was never going to use it because she was so happy living in Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
But now you won't go back
why?
because your house was a trap house for a month. Who cares? You know?
We've all been there.
I was there for years.
I just think it's so weird too, because I think it's like she wants everyone to be like, she's so worldly.
Yes, that's exactly what she wants. She wants to be that persona.
That's why she keeps saying like, we fell in love in Kenya.
Yeah,
and then I married someone and lived in Argentina. And then I lived in
it's
Ethiopia.
so lame.
She's the people on these dating apps that are like wanderlust.
That are like taking pictures in a shark cage.
Yes.
Like, yes.
They're petting a tiger.
Cool. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, she's so
annoying. Mm-hmm.
She cares so much about what Binyam looks like, and especially his grooming.
Yes, she does.
She really, really cares about his hair.
I mean, he has great hair, though.
He does. But Noelle, hairy jingle balls are a thing of the past with Manscaped Performance Package 4.0.
That always makes me giggle.
Because it's very giggly. You can get your man, your dad, your brother, and your friends the best gift of all, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Okay, so you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So there is the Lawnmower 4.0. This is a trimmer that helps reduce nicks. It reduces the risk of ingrown hairs, and it reduces the risk of grooming accidents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are so many amazing products in this bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Their hygiene bundle also comes with a pair of Manscaped anti-chafing boxers that'll keep his junk feeling fresh all day. The perfect package for his package.
Ooh, I love that.
All right. So inside the performance package, you'll find the signature lawnmower. This is an electric trimmer. It has a proprietary advanced skin safe technology. So candy cane balls are no more. It's also waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. It's like a gift to yourself with less mess. Then it also includes the Crop Preserver and the Crop Reviver. This is an anti-chafing ball deodorant, moisturizer, and toner to keep his North Pole feeling and smelling fresh.
Okay. It smells delicious.
I know. Matt actually has been using it and loves it and texts me about it. Thanks a lot, Matt.
Yeah, I know, right? And now we just got it for my brother-in-law too.
I know. Well, get 20% off and free shipping with code Fiance at manscaped.com. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Fiance at manscaped.com. That's 20% off. Get your man a gift. You'll both enjoy the gift of Manscaped. This is just like the perfect gift for any guy in your life, though.
It actually really is.
Men are hard to shop for.
You're not kidding.
The worst. All right. Let's keep it moving, Noelle.
Let's keep it moving with Victor and Ellie.
God.
With Zum and Zummer.
Oh, that's a good name for them. That is actually perfect. So so you remember we were with Ariela and Binyam, and this was 2 months later, and then it was 2 weeks later.
Yes.
This is moments later. This is minutes later.
Same shirt later.
Same shirt, same day. This is the same from earlier today. She was packing her spices at her apartment.
Yes.
So minutes later, and she says, quote, "Where did this take such a wrong turn?"
Where you wouldn't stop throwing the fact that you give him money in his face.
He's very mad about that. And he says, quote, "If you sent me so much money, I would have had a bike or a car." Victor,
you lost us with this.
Victor, you're not doing a great job of convincing us that you didn't ask your ex for a motorcycle.
Okay, but why is she not putting the equation together here?
This is the third time you've said something about her never buying you a bike.
Right, but yet you say you don't even want one. You don't even want one.
He's like, everything's about money with you. Now, here's the problem. I see both sides of this.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. She is literally funding everything. He's doing the work, sure, but like, he's looking for her to fund his life.
Yes.
She is annoyed by that.
Yeah.
So it's like, she has a point. She has been paying for everything. But then like he has a point that like she's annoying.
Okay. Also, right. Because here's the thing. You're doing it. You're okay with doing it clearly because you keep doing it.
Right. But then
stop throwing it in my face.
She says they're talking about the business plan for the bar. And he's like, it doesn't matter.
The thing is, at the end of the day, I think that he's going through something. And I think that this is not the time. Like,
maybe,
I mean,
but like,
he built this house and it's in shambles.
Yes. But at the same time, it's like, if she's going to be putting her money into this, like, maybe we need a plan because this is going to be our livelihood.
I can't believe that and it has nothing to do with like the hurricane, but I can't believe this is what she wants to do.
I can't believe this. So he's like, everything's about money with her. And he's like, we don't even need tourists.
It's like, well, that is how you make your income.
No, he said it's not.
No. Okay.
And then he says, quote, I'm giving you the privilege to have a house in a paradise island.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she could move to a different island.
Also, she wants to go outside because they're fighting. She is outside.
Okay, right. Also, though, she goes,
look up.
She walks out. She goes, he's psycho. And it's like, I don't think psycho is what I would use to explain what he was doing. He didn't even raise one octave or whatever the hell it's called of his voice.
She said that she supported him, and he said that she thinks that he's using her for money. Victor, maybe talk about motorcycles one less time.
Just one less time. Maybe get the cheaper drill once.
Yeah. So she said that she feels dumb, and then she says, quote, was I that desperate?
Yes. I'm
still
gonna say yes. Yeah, you are right now. Because you're there.
Yes.
Yes.
So now it's the next. Oh, he said that he feels like it's over.
Yeah, I think he's just like, leave me alone. Just leave.
Sure. But at the same time, he's like, oh, but also I need her to fund this.
Here's the thing. He knows she's not going to leave. So he's going to spew all this bullshit to her.
Sure. So the next day, she's very upset. He's very upset. Is he putting water in the radiator or the windshield wiper of the car?
Okay. I think the windshield wiper. I think.
Okay. I'm not positive because I feel like I transported back to my childhood with you.
Yes.
And you had a car that was what kind of car was that?
Beautiful. It was beautiful. Which one? The Cavalier, the first car?
Yes.
That was a very long time ago. It was 1988 Chevy Cavalier.
Oh, I had an 88 Maxima. So I get it.
See?
Yeah.
Twinsies. Matt was born in 88.
We were driving cars.
That's good.
So no, we weren't driving cars, but our cars were made in that year.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay. So you had the Cavalier, and sometimes we would break down.
Oftentimes.
Every night. And you would say, oh, don't worry. Just go in the trunk and get the water. And we would have Poland Spring jugs of water. And we would fill the radiator with water, and we would check all the fluids. Constantly. That was our thing. We used to check all the fluids. So
I remember we had to help someone move. I'm not even going to name names, but we were out in Long Island and my car was acting crazy. We had to stop and put two containers of oil in the car because my car used to like burn oil. And that person's mother was paid for the oil, but she like flipped out and she was like, oil doesn't cost that much money. And I don't believe that you guys were even stuck, yada, yada, yada. It's just weird that things stick in my mind like that.
Interesting. We did have to put a lot of oil in your car.
I've never seen a more lubricated car.
It was very lubricated, very just like moist.
Yum.
All right. So she wants to leave the island.
Yada, yada, yada. They're going to make up.
And then she said that the island and the relationship are, quote, destroyed in shambles. Ellie, we know that the island's destroyed. Do you have to say it? Well, she's like, look at this place. This is
you have
terrible.
To keep reminding this guy.
He said that he wants to fix things with her. So first he's going to take a walk on the beach with her. But this is the confusing part. They're wearing masks, but they're not near anyone.
Oh, I didn't even notice that they were wearing masks. I was just noticing the shape that the beach was in.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So they go to the beach and they both apologize. And she asks if he resents her for supporting him because he would probably rather make the money himself.
She's not a very good judge of character.
No, she's not. And she said that his apology was very sincere. She knows that. She said that sometimes their relationship is just perfect.
Yeah, no, they seem so happy.
I do not see them together.
No, neither do I.
Like there's nothing between them.
Well, that's the thing. It's like there's no like attraction, no chemistry,
no chemistry.
Nothing.
Like,
yeah,
even
it's weird.
Michael and Angela had more chemistry than they do.
Tons.
He offers her a haircut.
I mean, that was very nice of him.
Okay, but I think that was more for him than her.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's like, hey, you like my music? You like the drinks I make? Would you like a haircut?
A blowout, perhaps?
And she's like, could you cut my hair? He's like, I could style it into anything but that.
There's a lot of bad hair on this, series. Yes.
All right. So now he proposes with a conch shell, and he says that the quote hurricane lost the ring that I bought for you.
Likely story.
Okay. So the winds are getting stronger and stronger. And because remember, the only thing that really happened was like part of his roof was damaged.
Yeah.
The ring just went straight up outside of the roof and just into space.
Went to Oz. Yes. It did. It went to
space.
Oz. The thing is, like, it's so funny. It's like not funny because it's actually pathetic, but like she buys it all the way too. Like, oh yeah, no, he got me a ring.
He got me a ring.
It blew away.
And then she makes she's like, I don't know if this conch shell will fit on my finger.
Oh, you're so witty and funny and clever. Get a blowout.
You're so mean. I'm
just saying, or like, just do something. Do better. Just do
for
better.
sure. Yeah, definitely do better.
Yeah.
This past year has taught us to savor every moment together, spend less time prepping and cooking, and more time with people you love with the help of DoorDash.
Yes.
You can get what you want to eat right now and right to your door with DoorDash. Along with restaurants you love, you can now get groceries and other essential items delivered with DoorDash. You can get drinks. You can get snacks.
I love snacks.
And other household items in under an hour. Are you craving late night ice cream?
Always.
Forget that one key ingredient for dinner?
All the time.
Or maybe you just need to stock up for the week. With DoorDash, get everything in one app with over 300,000 partners. You can support your neighborhood's go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and Cheesecake Factory. Ordering is easy, and if your items will be left safely outside your door when you choose contactless delivery or drop-off. For a limited time, our listeners get 25% off and zero delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code, ready? 90 Day Fiance. That's 25% off, up to $10, and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget, that's 90 Day Fiance. That's the code for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. And if you guys didn't get that, where's it going to be, Noelle?
Show notes.
Go check out the show notes. All right. Speaking of a show,
Kenny and Armando.
All right. So they're packing for the wedding. It's tomorrow. A third location.
Yeah, I thought that they were gonna like get married where they were.
So everyone has to travel to their house and then to another location.
Yes.
Why couldn't we get married on the compound?
Right. Why not? You had a taco station. That would have been enough for me.
But even the compound.
Yeah, I don't. Well, that's the thing. You have every accoutrement you can.
It's just three of you. You guys
compound.
could get Truffles and Hannah, and the two of you can get in the car and drive to the compound and just do it at their catering hall.
Yeah, I'm sure that the candy shop can make the cake.
I know. And then the florist can make the flowers.
Right. I think that this is a little Armando. He seems to be a little showy.
A little bougie.
Yeah, a little bougie. Yes.
So he talks about the conversation that he had with his kids. Kenny tells Armando.
And apparently Taylor cried a lot.
That's what this was the quote. Taylor was crying. She cried a lot. Yeah, it's in her genes.
Okay, but also like grow up.
Noelle, when something is hereditary, you cannot avoid it.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I've avoided a lot of things.
Noelle.
Yeah.
She can't not cry.
I know.
She was born with it. She was born to cry.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. This man cries so much. So like, yes, I totally understand. Okay. They're all like big criers, but the fact that she was crying this much, like, get over it.
A lot. Do you remember that you went to a wedding last week and you told me that the band was doing Born to Run?
Yeah.
She's born to cry.
Okay. I like it.
Can
Born
you sing
to cry.
it?
Okay. Tramps like us, baby, we were born to cry.
I love it. She was born to cry.
Yeah, right. She was definitely born to cry.
So then they go revisit that his aunt said that his dad wants him to be respectful on the wedding day.
Can we have some new material with them? This is all we talk about is the kiss.
He said that he feels sick thinking about his dad see them kiss. You know what, though? Armando, same, and not about you. I mean, I just think it's really awkward.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Tell me
now, Matt, very affectionate. He just is. He tries to like kiss me like in front of his parents.
Mm-hmm. You don't like it, right?
Mom, stop. I could faint.
Yep.
It makes me so... I feel so awkward and weird about it. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Right. And that has nothing to do with your sexuality.
40. I can't kiss someone in front
of
my mother.
You're a 40-year-old straight married person and you don't like it.
Yes.
Yeah. Armando, we also feel sick.
Yeah. Who the hell likes it?
Think about our own
weird.
Lives.
Yeah.
Yes. So Kenny said that Kenny makes a really good point for the first time.
About what? What does he say?
He's like, I think your dad knows what happens at a wedding.
Right. Well, that's the thing. And also, did your dad ever say to you, I don't want you to kiss at your wedding?
I mean, he said be respectful. Like, I mean, I don't know. So I think Kenny said like he can close his eyes. It's like, yeah, he should.
But be respectful. There's nothing wrong with kissing your spouse. They're not going to do bad other things.
Right.
There in front of everyone.
He's worried about the kiss. He's worried about the dance. And Kenny is making all of the sense. He's like, hey, why don't you just do what's natural? And he's like, well, I don't want to put my hands up around your neck like a bride.
Right. It's like, what?
He said that he's never danced with a man and never seen it happen before. Okay. You know what? Watch a movie about
YouTube. I think the Pop Network. You could probably see something on there too, you know?
See it.
Go watch Schitt's Creek. David gets married. I don't know.
Google
like there's
Thanks
so
a lot
many
for the
ways.
Spoiler. Great.
But like, all right, go waist to waist then, you know? Like,
okay, exactly. Put your arm around his waist. He puts his arm around your waist and then hold hands on the other one. Do a little cha-cha. I don't know what to tell you. This is not real problems.
It's overthinking. This is like way too much for me. It's too much overthinking.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, some people are overthinking and then some people are underthinking.
Yes, I agree with this.
Like Corey and Evelyn. So Corey is so pathetic.
I do not like him hard.
He's pathetic. He talks to his brother, Matt, and Matt's like, yeah, I can't come to the wedding. I can't come to Ecuador in a pandemic.
Right.
And he's like, well, if it was important, then you would come. And he's like, okay, well, we're not coming.
Well, that's the thing. He's trying to like guilt him, but his brother's also like, we don't like Evelyn.
Right. But also it's a pandemic and we're not coming to Ecuador.
I know, but it's over.
So Evelyn, well, that's the other thing. It's like they flash back to Evelyn never interacting with his family. And he's like, yeah, no, she never ever even talked to them when she lived there.
It's funny because I forgot about that. I remember she was there, like Corey's dad was still alive then. And she would like, was so angry she had to be there. She would like hide in his studio house.
That's right.
Every day.
In their little compound. So Matt's mad that he left America and he sounds like he hates Evelyn all the way.
But also that's because he hates America and I don't think he's like gone back.
Right.
It's like,
but
he just started a new life.
Also, Matt's audio is so bad that like I was having trouble watching
this. It's not good.
And he says, I wish you the best.
Yeah, I'm not coming.
Can I translate?
Nobody's coming.
Every time someone says I wish you the best, it means I wish you the worst.
I wish you were dead. Okay.
Bless your heart.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same thing. I could see that.
All right. So now the B-roll is someone feeding a street dog.
There's a lot of dogs here.
And he goes to see Raul 2 weeks before the wedding.
Right.
Corey, you are so pathetic.
Corey, also, you're an asshole. You're a low key, a jerk. You just are.
So they got in a fight because Raul said that he stabbed him in the back when he went to stay with him. So
he used him.
They went on a double date. No, but they went on a double date and Raul apparently invited 2 women and then posted about it on Instagram on his stories. And Corey's like, listen, I know that your intention wasn't bad, but he did ask him not to post that. And then Raul says, quote, I never meant any harm.
Well, Raul clearly doesn't want them together.
Okay, but Raul was with Evelyn.
Right. That's why he let them know.
But he said it out loud with his mouth on the reunion.
But also, like, Corey, you know this, and you're still choosing to be friends with him.
Right.
But like the guy also let you stay with him, and then you just stop talking to him. So like you're a jerk too.
Well, he tells him that he's not invited as per Evelyn.
I see. That to me, that's so mean. That's like OD.
He says, quote, I've been so supportive of both of them. And Raul said that he wouldn't have been able to do it.
I get much better energy from Raul than I do from Corey. So
okay, but still though, he's not good just because he's better than Yuck.
Oh, okay. But that's the thing though. Corey has set the yuck bar for me. So I don't really feel good. I guess I don't feel good about anyone. I don't feel good about Leslie. I don't feel good about the only one I feel even a little better about is Evelyn. I feel like this is the only season where I haven't hated her guts. Cause like, yeah, I would hate Corey too if I was her this season, you know?
So I think this is Corey or Raul said that I don't have much to say on this wedding.
Yeah, I think that was Raul. Oh, no. That was Corey saying he doesn't really have
he doesn't have a lot to say in the wedding.
Yes.
Sorry. I can't understand my own handwriting sometimes.
That's good.
So he's afraid. He's basically saying like, I don't have any say in anything that happens.
But you're already married. So
okay,
like,
so that's
cares?
the thing. He said that he's afraid she'll call off the wedding. This is not a wedding.
You're married.
This is not a wedding. This is a party. Even if she calls off the party, you're still married.
But it's also, again, it's on the flip side, like we were talking about earlier. Leave her. Why do you have to be with someone you have to walk on eggshells with? If she's so quick to leave you, okay, then she doesn't want to be with you.
Well, Raul said he's going to crash the wedding.
As he should.
Oh, God. I don't know how you're rooting for any of these people involved.
Well, the problem is it's like I'm just going for the lesser of the evil.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll tell you about evil.
Uh-huh.
This is Jenny and Sumi greeting each other.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
Ew.
Hi, baby.
Ew.
So they're having tea or coffee? I can't tell.
I think it's like breakfast tea, like chai.
So Sumi goes to his parents to see his nephew because they're going to have like the blessing of the baby.
So cute. Uh-huh.
And she's not invited. Jenny's not invited because his parents are like, oh, maybe next time.
Right. Because the thing is, okay. So like, I just want to say one thing. I know that Sumi is terrible, this, that, but like Jenny, his parents still don't like all the way accept you. And also like, they're not giving you their blessing to marry their son. So like
but they did tell her that they loved her. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I know, but she
signals.
thinks like it is mixed signals. But like, if I was her, I'd quit while I was ahead. I'd be like, let me get to know them. Let them get to know me. Let me be around them a little by little, and then see if they'll give us the blessing.
I mean, she used to live with them, get to know them.
Yeah, and they don't like you. So Jenny, go home.
So Sumi tells her that he put the paperwork on hold.
At least he told her.
And Jenny said that his old marriage doesn't count because he's like, I'm very traumatized. She's like, well, that doesn't count. And he tells Jenny that she might change. And she said that she would be happier and more confident if he married her. What do you think about that statement?
I believe it.
I know, but isn't that sad?
Of course it's sad. That I don't feel bad for Jenny, but I feel like everything in her life for the past 10 years, she's been banking on marrying this guy. And she probably hates herself because she's like, everyone out here hates me. He's all I have. I've given up everything in my life for him. And he doesn't want to be with me.
Correct. So she's like,
it makes
hello,
me feel terrible for her.
My visa. And she's like, well, you know what? If you don't want to marry me, then I don't have to be there. And he's like, oh, you always use America to threaten me. And then he starts.
Maybe she does though.
She does, but like also he's like twisting it too.
Yeah.
And then he starts saying to her, calm down.
Okay. And again,
she was pretty calm.
I was almost on his side until he became a man in this scene.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes. He lost.
And then
me.
he says he's sweating. He's sweating profusely through his
clothes.
Okay,
but he is sweating a lot.
And he says, quote, I will do it by myself. Don't force me. We're going to get married like in as much time it gonna take. That's a direct quote.
okay, so like if my arm was hanging off and everybody was like, Noelle, you gotta go to the hospital, you gotta go to the hospital, I'd be like, fuck off. I have to do this on my own time.
I know. Yes.
I am the same way. She is forcing him and she's pushing him away by doing this. Like, back up. Stop being so desperate and maybe he'll want you back.
Okay, but also stop trying to make something happen that's not going to happen. Just go home.
Well, that's
I wouldn't even argue with him about this.
I wouldn't be there if I was her. That's the thing.
And now she storms up, or oh wow, he storms off, and she storms off, and he's yelling, "Calm down."
I know, and it's like I think that she's actually very calm.
She was pretty calm, and he said that he's going to rebel.
Okay, I think that's what you've been doing for 10 years.
So he leaves in a golf cart.
Mm-hmm. They're very dramatic.
So his caddy comes to pick him up, and they go off to play the holes. And he said that she's controlling. So she goes to the ISKCON temple.
Right.
She goes to make a little chanty po.
Mm-hmm. Good for her. It's probably very calming.
Yes. And she tells Shaktamata that she would feel better if they got married, quote, a lot more happier.
Okay. Interesting choice of words. Uh-huh.
And she said that she needs to get her visa extension. And
right.
Oh, man. Shaktamata says, quote, his way of handling it is not doing anything, right?
Right. It's so true, though.
She said, why don't you look at his actions?
Mm-hmm.
And if his actions are not, if he's not marrying her, then he doesn't want to be with her.
Right.
And yeah, like just leave.
Like she's giving him, like we always talk about you and I privately.
Yeah.
Don't give anybody like the perks.
Yes. Oh,
because then they don't have
that.
any responsibility. She's like, he basically has the perks of a wife.
Yes.
Without having the commitment.
Without having the commitment. And she said, as soon as he decides that he wants to leave you, he can just leave very easily because he doesn't have a marriage with you.
Right. But she also said the minute Jenny leaves, that's when he'll make a decision. And she's absolutely right.
Well, she said that she's felt more love from Sumi than anyone else.
Well, that's very sad.
Okay. So just because like this isn't good.
So he's
like better than the worst.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when you date a terrible person and the next guy is only 50% terrible.
In the land of
he's
the blind.
Still terrible.
The man with one eye is king.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And Shaktamata says leave.
I don't know what Jenny's so afraid of, because it's true. If you keep threatening with the same thing over and over again, the other person isn't going to take you seriously. Sumi is not taking her seriously. He's like, she's not leaving. Right. So, this is it. If I was her, I would just go home. But I would have been gone.
Okay,
home,
listen,
like I couldn't have dealt with the jumping through hoops for his parents either.
I would have been home for 8 years already.
But that's what I mean. Like, okay, after I stayed with you at your house with your parents and I had to sneak and bang you in the attic and your mom wasn't happy about it.
I'm so glad you said attic.
I would stop. Like, I wouldn't have come back.
I would have been back to America for so long that half of my mortgage would have been paid off.
Right.
After I bought a house when I got back.
But it's like, but why do we ever discuss why he doesn't go to America? He just doesn't want to, or I don't even know if they've brought it up.
I don't think he would want to leave his family, but I don't know how easy it is for him to get his visa. But again, at the end of the day, they would still have to get married.
Well, and also she probably doesn't have enough income to be financially responsible for him. Like, and who would sign? Her daughter? Yeah, right. I wouldn't sign if I was her daughter.
No shot.
No way.
Right. But also, like I said, you would have to get married and then maybe go for a spousal visa.
Okay. Interesting.
Right. Because I don't think, because I don't think that a K1 visa would go, probably because of the sponsorship.
Damn. It was a lot.
It was a lot, but so little.
This was a little bit of a filler.
Yeah, a little fluffy.
The theme was bad hair. And
today's theme on 90 Day Fiance the Other Way was bad hair. And let's talk about all of the ways they weaved that in. No pun intended.
And everyone was preparing for their upcoming wedding. That's
their upcoming fetting.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because it's not even real.
Some of them aren't going to happen. Some of them already happened. And, question mark, Noelle, until next time. And then I guess we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, You need to keep up with us on social media. 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. I've been watching The Single Life, Noelle.
I know. I have to.
Okay.
I think I need to get through Thanksgiving. Then I'll give it a whirl.
I want you to get through Thanksgiving, and then I want you to whirl it around.
Okay. Whirly.
And guys, make sure you follow us. 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. And Noelle is at Noe Girl on Instagram and Twitter. If you like what you're listening to, please give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on any platform you listen to us on. And as always, I'm on Cameo. I'm pumping them out, baby.
She is. The other day, she was like, Noelle, I'll have to get back to you. I have to Cameo right now.
Sorry about that, Noelle.
Okay. Excuse me.
The best way to book me is go to cameo.com. And I do weddings, I do funerals, bar and bat mitzvahs, divorces, and anything else you need.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you so much for coming, Noelle.
Thanks so much for having me, Tracey.
Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Bye.